Okay.
Hey guys, so I'm super excited because I love talking on Zooms. I used to like absolutely hate talking on these types of things, but over the last couple months, I have like absolutely loved talking. I love to talk. I'm a talker, and just sharing um anything that I think could be helpful to everyone on our team is what I love to do. Oh, he's so cute. So I like to get some interaction going, and there's a handful of people, and I just want to see drop anything emoji or say something. Basically, I just want to see how many or how long have you been a part of Lavelle or with Lavelle in the comments or in the chat group, whatever it's called. Just curious. Year and a half, 4 months, almost a year. I'm doing this for a reason. Oh, Kobe, really? Well, that's good. Okay, so I have been with Lavelle for almost 2 years. August will be my 2-year anniversary, and let's just say the last year, 2018, was probably like the hugest year for me in history of stay-at-home mom life / trying to do big things, right? I learned so much about myself last year, and this year I talk about this every time I have a Zoom with our team, and I recommend everybody do this. I came up with a word for the year 2019, and it's the word is growth, #growth, all year long, right? Because I grew so much last year, and I am ready to make 2019 the year of growth and so much more. So I wanted to kind of talk about growing your network and how it's important to focus on your customers, how to talk to your customers, something that I've learned probably over like I said, the last year, and what has helped for me. Now, keep in mind, this might not work for you. You might find something that you've kind of found that works, but maybe you're still lost, because I am always getting questions, and I'm sure if you are 4K, 12K, 40K, you have a team, and you have, I'm sure, a team chat, and you get, people that are interested in promoting with you, and the first thing they ask you, help me, what do I post, how, I have someone interested, how do I talk to them, right? So I'm just going to jump into customers. To me, customers is the most important part of this company, because you all, if not, I know I did for a little bit, but most of the time you started out as a customer. You were a customer before you decided to become a promoter, right? Even if you did a 3-day, 6-day, 5-day, how many day mini, you purchased the product for a certain amount of money, and you used it for a couple days, and then you decided to jump in and promote, right? So when you decided to purchase that month supply or that mini experience, there was something about that person you went to that grabbed your attention and had you ready to experience what that person was feeling. Now, another question, really quick, last question, I hope. How long did you watch your upline before you decided to join her or him? Put in the chat. I'm curious to know, how long did it take you to watch your upline until you finally decided to join her and promote Thrive? 2 years? Oh my goodness, 6 months, 2 years, 7 months. Okay, a year, that is crazy, right? So for me, I know my upline from a previous company. So I had no idea what was going on until it was kind of like a spur of the moment thing, right? I saw her posting about some changes coming, and she went live, and she, got really emotional and just talked about something that she's found, and she cannot wait to tell us. And I'm like, what is it, right? So come to find out, I was a customer for a family member of mine for like 3-4 months. I had an auto ship of the Thrive experience come to my house for 4 months straight, and never once did I touch it. Didn't know. I just supported a family friend. Crazy, I know. So she goes live and she's talking about how she feels amazing and all of this crazy good stuff because I'm exhausted. I'm a mom to now a newborn, a young infant, a toddler. I have a new house, all this crazy stuff. I'm like exhausted. I can't keep up with anything. And she's being super real. She was vulnerable. She shared some personal stuff, and that's what grabbed my attention, right? I'm sure a lot of you that say 6, 7 months to a year, it took you some time because you were scared. You were like, okay, this lady's crazy. She's on drugs. She's not using no health and wellness stuff. She's on some serious drugs. So you were nervous, right? So when I finally... No. When I finally, sorry guys, go out there and get the dog. Okay, you can go out there. Of course, my husband, time out for 1 second. My husband just got back from deployment and he's asleep already and it's 8 o'clock. So I'm stuck with a kid, right? Okay, so anyway, so she, she was posting about it and I was like, you know what? I need to know what this stuff is. And she finally said what it was. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I've had this stuff for months and had no idea what it was. So I was a day one thriver. It took me 2 weeks to finally decide that I wanted to promote Le-Vel, and here I am. So one thing that I have learned about customers and why they are so important is because a lot of your customers are so scared. They're so scared of what the product even is, what it entails, what's it going to do, how do I use it, what if it doesn't work? Like, they're just so scared because, like we said before on a lot of other Zooms, everybody is selling something. Everybody is trying to get you or whoever to buy what they have. It's the best thing out there. It's the best. So you need to figure out how does our 3-step system, how does your product that you have set you aside and put you up at the top, shining bright like a diamond? What makes us so much better, right? You need to share and you need to be real with what it is that it's helped, like what it has helped you do, right? Don't, this is what I see so much. People are like, I have been doing this for a couple of weeks and I'm just not getting any interest. Can you take a look at my posts? So I'll go take a look at their posts and it's just drive, energy, weight loss, which is great. But you need to find a way to connect with your audience, a personal yet informative way to shake them. Obviously, you're not really shaking them, but how can you allow them or let them see how this product, how this 3-step system has helped you? For me, for example, this is just an example that I used last week. I'll share a post about Black Label. I won't say anything about Black Label. It might be that I'm a little stressed. My mood is a little irritable because of my kids. Luckily, I have Black Label to save the day. So I'm using a personal post, but I'm making it informative to my audience. So they have an understanding that, okay, Abrielle has stuff going on, but her Black Label sticker is helping her cope, which is what I need. I'm not even kidding you guys. One day I posted something like that and I had one person, a new customer I've never talked to in my life, purchase the full month experience with Black Label after one post of just sharing that, because I was, like I said, real. I was sharing how it's helped me. I was being informative and I was being personal. So let's get into how I like to talk to my customers. So if I have someone that comes to me and they're like, what does it do? Or, what is it what it is? And a lot of people, this is where you hurt yourself. Some people get super, super excited because they're like, oh my God, I have a new customer potential right now talking to me. I'm just going to let it all out and spill all the beans and tell her everything possible. Don't do that because you might be scaring away your customers when you're giving them too much information. That's why on my posts too, I don't like to give out too much information. I keep it super short, super simple, and kind of straight to the point, but yet they're still curious to know what it is, right? So they finally get into your inbox and they're like, what is it? Hey, it's a 3-step simple steps you do every single morning. It helps fill in your nutritional gaps, providing you with energy, weight loss, or weight management, appetite control, so on and so forth. Boom, you're done. The whole purpose of this 3-step system is it's simple, it's easy, and it's quick. You do it fast in the morning, 20-30 minutes, whatever it is, you get it done fast. You don't need to be taking 3+ hours, 3+, a long time explaining it, because then you're just going to make it difficult to understand, and then you're just going to totally freak out your customers, because they're going to be like, wait, I thought this was a 3-step system that was easy, not complicated, right? So just get straight to the point. Simple. Boom. This is what it is. This is what it does. What I like to say, hey, you get vitamins, your daily vitamins, a 2-pack of your daily vitamins. You get a vitamin shake, which is basically your vitamins for your digestive support and your stomach, gut health, right? And you get our little DFT sticker that you see me wear, which basically is nutrition through the skin, and it continues to pump that nutrition that you're receiving throughout your bloodstream all day long, and you're set to go. Oh, okay. That sounds so easy, Yeah, because it is. Don't overwhelm yourself getting into all these details, sending all these graphics, all of these product info sheets, because they don't want to see that. People nowadays don't want to be confused. They don't want to do something that's going to take them an hour to do. They want to get it done. They want to see results fast. They want to feel it fast, and they want to be, okay, that's it, right? So keep it super simple, straight to the point. And yeah, it can't get any, I'm looking at this calendar thing. Sorry. It's just super easy, right? So after, some people are like, okay, so how do you close them? How do you get them to buy? This is what I do. If someone has no idea what the 3 steps are, like I said, I explain to them just like I did, and I ask them, and you should maybe try, this might help you for real. This has helped me a lot of times, because then this next question that you're going to ask kind of guides you into the next thing that you're going to answer them with, or whatever thing pops in your head. What do you want from the Thrive experience? What are you hoping to achieve using a 3-step system? Oh, I just want some energy and weight loss. Da, 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 da. Okay, boom. Hey, we have this really amazing, or this new DFT Duo, Burn, or Ultra, whatever it is that you want to promote to them or share with them. You basically just had your question answered. They answered their own question. Basically, you ask them, what do you want to Thrive? They answer your question. You're like, cool, easy enough. You need to buy this. No, I'm just kidding. But it's if you just kind of go with the flow of things and let your customers speak to you, it's going to become super easy talking to your customers. And another thing that I like to do, hey, what is your budget? What is your budget right now? If you were to buy, I first ask, if you don't mind me asking, don't just be like, yo girl, what's your budget? She's gonna be like, no, none of your business. Gently ask, like, hey, if you don't mind me asking, like, what's a comfortable amount of money that you're willing to spend? Let me work with you. I do have credits I'm willing to share. I just need to know, I can spend $100 today or whatever. Now you have $100 budget. Your person is looking for weight loss and energy, and they're open to do whatever it is you're telling them, because now you've kind of listened to their needs, and you've showed them that you actually care, and you're not just looking for a sale. And that's what is wrong with a lot of people, is they're super excited to get these sales and get these customers, but yet they could care less about what the customer actually needs. If you're giving them the wrong information, or you're overwhelming them with information, they're not going to be interested anymore. And this is why I try to tell my girls, use a voice message. You got 1 minute to tell them what it is. Keep it short and simple and go from there. Because if you start texting and texting and texting and texting, you're going to look at this long paragraph that you didn't even think you needed to be sending, but you thought it was good because your customer wanted to know. But really, they just need to know the basics. You need to know what they want from the Thrive experience, what kind of budget you're working with, and boom, not, get them going on, as a customer, sign up. Hey, if you're not ready to order just yet, plan B, my last and final resort. If I cannot get them to do anything because they're just super, super nervous, like, hey, okay, you know what? Bump the 1 month supply. Let's get you on a mini. Let's start you out slow so you can see. But this is where I want you guys to remember too. A lot of people I don't think people really realize the importance of minis, but in the aspect of showing your customers what a mini is. Is it amazing if your customers experience energy, all this crazy stuff, all that we experience every day in a mini, first day, day two? Yes. Do I expect them to? No, because everyone is different. I have a customer who didn't feel anything until day 12. Luckily, she bought the month supply and she continuously used it every single day faithfully because she had that much trust in me and believed in this product just as much as I did. And she waited it out, and that day 12 hit, boom, she was like a light switch on. She's like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, she was freaking out, but she felt good. So I really focus on letting my customers know if my potentials, if they don't want to jump in on a full month just yet, which is completely understandable. Listen, don't get butthurt if you don't feel as great as I do, or don't get, discouraged if you don't have a lot of energy and you kind of feel a little down, because the mini experiences are not made to make you feel amazing in 3 days. They're made to show your customers how easy and how simple the whole Thrive experience really is. So when you are focusing on getting minis out all the time and thinking that your customers are going to feel amazing in those 3 days, you cannot have that mindset, because you're already setting yourself up for failure by thinking that all these people are going to get these 3-5 day minis and going to feel great, and they might not. And you can't base their reaction on those mini experiences because they didn't want to get them on supply. So this is when you really push, like, hey, checking in on day 3. Still haven't felt anything. Okay, say, hey, Susie, I know you're on your last and final day of Thrive. I just wanted to double check in with you to see how you're doing. Avril, I don't know if this is really for me. I really haven't felt anything. I'm really tired still. Hey, Susie, guess what? Good news. You're only on a 3-day mini. This is not the full Thrive experience. It's a full 8-week experience. Your body needs time. This is so new. And this is why I was really pushing you to get on that month supply, because I want you to feel just as good as I do, because we all want to feel good, right? So I really just like to keep it super straightforward, super honest. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't promise nothing. I am literally sharing how I feel to my customers, and I'm listening to what they want and their needs and what they hope to gain out of the Thrive experience. Because at the end of the day, when you treat your customers like gold, they are always going to be bringing new people to you. They're always going to be bringing referrals. They're always going to be looking out for you when you need that extra $200 in volume at the end of the month, or whatever it is. When you listen to them and you pay attention to them, and like I just said, choose them like gold, they're going to be there for you. And sooner or later, just like all of you probably did, started out as a customer and then promoted up or upgraded to a promoter, that's the same thing they're going to do. They're going to have the knowledge of the product. They're going to have their own story of the product, and they're going to be happy because not only are they feeling great, but now they're making an extra income on the side because they fell in love with the product just like you did, and you treated them like gold. So I don't know if anybody else has any questions or if anyone wants to add anything. I don't know if that was good. Let me know. Yeah. Anybody else have anything? Questions? No? Any tips that they do to talk to their customers or anything like that that's helped? I would love to hear. No?
Hi, it's Katie.
Hey.
I am stuffing my face with barbecue wings, so you're just gonna get my picture for now. Okay.
Okay.
So I wanted to kind of like go off of what you had said, how like with mini customers, a lot of people, like, I usually fall back on the mini. I know people go different ways. Like, some people start with the mini and they lead into the full month, or they start with the month. I start with the month always, and then I lead into the mini as like an insurance policy, kind of like a plan B. But when someone does get their mini, and not everyone's gonna feel results day one. It happens, but a lot of people do. And if somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, I love the products, but I really can't swing 150, what I do for that person who got that mini is I will have them, day 1, day 2, day 3, talk on their Facebook. How are you feeling? Like, posting your stories that you're trying this Thrive experience and that you're skeptical and that you actually feel really good, and try to get some minis into the hands of their friends as well to help them thrive for free. I have a few customers who, honest to God, cannot afford the Thrive experience. They're just in a really tough spot, and I've helped them thrive for free just because, they feel good on the mini, and a lot of people want to hear from somebody that they know and they trust. So if they're just bringing their friends in front of me and their friends have no idea who I am, they're going to be like, yeah, of course you love it, you sell it. But if their friend is like, no, like, listen, I really did try it, and I really do love it. Will you just try it? That's another way to get more minis out on your part and to help your customers thrive for free, which obviously is going to bring in more cash flow, more volume, and more potential promoters in the future. So that's just something that I do.
I love that. No, that's a good. I remember I had a customer, like, not even, she was not technically a customer. It's got literally like a drug deal kind of thing. Like, she was always buying like 6-day minis, 6-day minis, 6-day minis. And I'm just like, girl, you've spent enough money to buy you 3 months worth of Thrive. Like, what are you doing? And I don't even remember if you said this because I have London over here in the corner taking pictures and stuff. But if you didn't say this, if you did, I'm just going to repeat it if not. What I like to do too, just like how Katie said, she has a couple people that are in tight spots and cannot they can't do it. I promise you, I'm not going to promise you, sorry. I will let you know. If you just ask, like I said, like, hey, what is your budget? Even if it's like, if they say $75, listen, you know what you can do? This is what I like to do. If I have someone, okay, say Susie, she buys a 6-day mini. My 6-day minis are $40, right? Okay. But she absolutely cannot do the 150. Okay, Susie, let's find you some friends, like Katie said, to thrive for free. Boom, she's good to go. But what I like to do is take the money from the mini that they use, and I kind of like to save my money from my minis and use that. Did you say this, Katie? Use that as a way to come off of their total for their product, because their month supply, because you're rewarding them for bringing in new people, and you know that they're in a tight spot, but you're willing to help them feel good. So yeah, I'm going to give you back your $40 because you just brought me 2 new customers. You're thriving for free. I have 2 new customers technically, and you deserve to feel good like them and not just on minis. So let's get you going at your budget. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many ways that you can use minis as an advantage for you and your customer. Or if you say, hey, if you can find 2 people to buy 2 minis, I'll give you that $50. If you sell them for $25, I'll give you that $50. You can keep that $50 and use it towards your month supply. Like, there's so many ways to go about it, and I think that's the smartest way, kind of ish. Like,
you know what? Another thing. I totally don't mean to cut you off, but if I don't,
no, you're fine.
If I don't say it, I'm gonna lose it. Another thing that I've done actually is a friend of mine who's a customer, and she's trying to thrive for free. And she said, both of my friends She said, I have a couple of friends that want to try it, but they can't swing the 150. They're all college students. I said, how many friends do you have? She said, a handful. I said, well, why don't you see if they can split it? So if you find 4 friends who are each willing to throw in $75, get 2 weeks worth of Thrive, she just got her 2 customers right there. So, if you have a girl, me and my mom want to try it, or me and my sister want to try it, or me and my best friend want to try it, see if you can get them to throw in together on the full month. And that's going to be another customer for you. Minis are great, but ultimately you want those customers. So, I don't really like saying this, but like, for real, get scrappy. Like, if you have to just say, hey, go in halves with somebody, or if you have a friend that wants to try it or something, get creative, get very creative, because people want to try the products. You just kind of have to work with them and like get in their nooks and crannies to what works best for them.
Yes. And if all of you guys said in the beginning, you watched your upline for 6, it was from a total of 6 to a year or more. Like 6 months to a year. So just imagine if you've been with this company for 6 months to a year, or you've been with this company for a year, just think 6 months ago. There's so many people that are still watching you that had probably yet to say anything to you because they're scared. I'm telling you, customers are scary. I don't know why they're so scared, but it's just like, there's nothing to be scared of. The worst that can happen is it wasn't for you and you go about your day. That's the worst. Or the worst could be you absolutely fall in love and now you want to do this, that, and the third with the product. But like, you just have to keep remembering that you just have to keep sharing. Be real. Don't be a sales pitch a magazine. Like we always say, just be super you. Like, my experience is completely different from a lot of people's experience, because my Thrive experience was me putting on 20 pounds because that's what my body needed. And so many people are all about weight loss, and that's incredible. But for me, it's incredible because now I'm more confident now, and I'm not like skin and bones because that's what I thought I was. So you never know. There's somebody struggling. Like, there's so many people that struggle with gaining weight, and you just sharing about energy and weight loss, they're not even going to know that there's so many other benefits to the 3 steps than that, which is great. I'm like not bashing anyone that has incredible weight loss stories or anything like that. But for me, I have to share my personal experience because I have a unique experience and so many people do. And that's another thing I try to point out. Like, everyone's like, oh, what? Like today, I was talking to a potential with one of my new promoters. She asked me, how did you notice your mood was different? How long did it take you? All these questions. What was your weight loss total? I was like, honey, look, my personal experience and your personal experience is not going to be the same, and I can tell you right now it's not the same. Every person is different, and I highly suggest you just get on the product and use it for yourself so that you have your own story to share. But I think that was it. I don't want to ramble because literally I will be on here all night just talking to myself because kids are my socialization. So yeah, but if you guys don't have any other questions, or anyone doesn't have anything else to say or any comments, nothing, I think we are good to go. I think we're good. So I just want to thank you guys for hopping on, and hopefully I can talk more. If not, just say boo, no, we don't like it. I'm just kidding. No. But hopefully, we can make this happen again, and I'm super excited to see whoever is going to conference in a couple weeks. Like, I'm counting down the days. It's going to be so much fun. And if you're not, you need to try to get there. Sell some minis, get your behind there, because it's incredible. So I want you guys to have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, Chelsea, you got to